Good morning, guys. Back at it. Shayna's doing a little bit of drywall. She's working this corner up there. We've blocked, as you saw in the last video, I said we were going to block these all off so that this wall, the beam is 2 1/4 inches less than this wall coming up here. So I know it's kind of hard to see, but there, that shows you the blocking right there. So she's just working on filling that little bit where one wall meets the other wall of the pantry. So meanwhile, I've been out here. I got a guy that came over with his tractor that I found at the hardware store. This guy's number. Likes to do little odds and end jobs, and he dug 6 holes for me, and those are gonna hold our footers. I'll put some rebar in there and concrete in each of those. Have a sonotube sticking out about maybe 1/2 foot, and finish them off nicely, and then put my 6x6 post bases in there, metal post bases, and collet. And that, as far as I want to get to out here this before we leave for the winter. So but we ran into the last hole. All these holes, 5 of them went very quickly. This last hole we hit what's called hard pan, and it's just where you've been plowing or something over the years, the hay fields, and with their tractors, and it just packs that ground down so hard right there. And his thing could only get down about 1 foot, and it was like concrete. So we poured water in here. I got a dig bar and I keep working at it, but he went back home. He'll be back in a little while, and we'll try it again and get this last hole. So that's what I've been doing this morning, and it went so quickly. So all right, guys, this is the last hole there. I've had water in there for a couple hours, loosening that soil up, then taking a dig bar and just ramming it down in there, letting it go. So I called him back, and he's coming back up here. He just lives basically at the bottom of the valley, like right in the middle of the valley down there. So he actually drove this tractor up here. So he'll be up here pretty soon, and we'll get that one dug out. And then what I'll have him do is, I went in that hole and tried to clean it out, and I can't even reach that far down, which we want 48 inches, and I'm down about 40 that I can reach. So I think what I'll have him do is back up to each of these holes and try to get some more of that dirt just out of there, so I'm not digging out as much. Shouldn't take them that long and stuff. And then tomorrow I'm going to call about concrete and start forming my rebar, maybe this afternoon out here, and we'll get to it. Alright, guys, all the holes are to 42 inches. I'm gonna call it there. You saw me trying to lean in and get the last scoops. I was using this white pitcher here and just about falling in the hole, trying to get the last scoops out and a couple of inches more. So I got them at 42 inches, and I'm happy with that. So what I did is, luckily we have plenty of gravel, and wanted to put a little gravel in each hole. So I ran the wheelbarrow up from, you might be able to see it here. There's a couple of piles of gravel that we just keep down there that we've had from years just sitting there and stuff. So I can easily just grab that, bring it up here to the holes, and put a little bit of gravel in each hole. that helps with frost and drainage and that sort of thing. So now grabbed some rebar that we still have left, plenty of rebar from the foundation, and took my angle grinder with a cutoff blade on it, which is that type of blade. It's a thin carbide something. Probably somebody will correct me on YouTube, and but that'll go through those pretty quickly. And so I got to cut. I'm gonna put 3 in each hole standing up. So I'll put them down. They'll stick out a little, but remember the sonotubes that I put in are gonna stick out a little and be even. So that'll just make that concrete this way much stronger. So it's already gonna be strong with weight on it. That's the way concrete acts, but it tends to be more brittle side to side, especially when it's only 12 inches around. So sticking rebar in just helps strengthen that up. So I'm going to do that and fashion that up somehow, and I'll show you how I do that. But I need 18 of them. I'm at 4, so I'm going to cut some more now. Morning, guys. Sun's just coming up. Time for work. So yesterday, I'll show you what we did, but we're around the corner now. We're on the front side of the house, or the back side, and trimming that up today. So yeah, 2 weeks from today, Shannon goes to visit her daughter, and we got to have everything kind of packed up and ready to go. Just the weather will be probably pretty cold by then, and we'll have everything packed up ready. If you're new to the channel, we got the same 10 acres in Tennessee, and we're doing the same thing there. So we go there for the winter and are building our house. So you'll see that. But we head out for Tennessee about mid-October. If the weather stays nice, I may stay here while she's gone, and she'll catch up with me on the road. I can take it slow with the RV and maybe even stop off in Denver. I don't know, but we'll see how it all works out. But we got 2 weeks left to try to finish this soffit stuff outside. We got concrete going in our holes on Friday, so we'll be preparing those either this afternoon or Friday morning, because he told us it'd be Friday afternoon before the concrete would be delivered. So yeah, so this whole side is done now. As you remember, we started out on this corner up here, so we're about 10 feet down already on this side, and this whole side is done now. I think it came out really nice for our first time. And of course we did the back of the house just to work out any defects. We're new at this, we're amateurs, but it turned out actually pretty good. So hopefully when we get to the more the front of the house parts, as you pull up to the house, up the driveway, it'll even look better. But the black really, when the sun is on it, I notice it does show any imperfections like wrinkles or nails, you can see, but everything is black, so it kind of blends in, there isn't sun on there, it looks actually pretty good. So we're gonna get to it, guys. All right, guys, this afternoon we rounded the corner finally. This morning we had to go get some supplies for our cement pour that is scheduled for Friday, and then did a little bit of finishing up this side over here, the gable end, and now we just turned the corner, so we're making progress. Okay, we're making the bird box on this corner now. We're to that point. Let's see how far we can get. I just handed Shannon the piece of board that'll create that. Alright guys, I'm the cut person. Just cutting these at about 13 1/4. Sometimes it adjusts by about 1/8 or 1/4 of an inch. And then Shannon's been up here or on the scaffolding, on the back porch, piecing it all in. Just get a couple staples in there. This is real thin, lightweight aluminum, and but it goes up real nice. And then we put the fascia up once we get about 10 feet down. And we're just about finished. Gonna break for lunch. But we'll see how hot it gets today and whether we'll make the turn here and do that. And because the afternoon sun just beats on that side of the house. So we'll see about that. Might switch to cinching up our concrete holes. All right, guys, we finished that side. It got really windy, so I couldn't do a lot of filming because it was so windy, but we did make our corner right there on the bird's mouth, or the bird box. And then we'll start working our way up that pitched roof there, finish that up next time. Already got the scaffolding moved around the corner, so we're set for the next day. So hopefully Friday we'll have some time. We are getting that concrete put in, and we got to do some fine tuning on the holes and get it all set. And then when they call, we'll be ready. In the meantime, we'll probably try to get up there on Friday. So looking good though. And then up here on this roof, we can climb up there and get that done pretty quickly, I'm hoping. And then we'll move around probably to the front side over here and get that up around the corner there. This side is sealed with the wall from the house, so it's not necessary if we don't get to that peak, but we'll try to finish the whole thing today. That's on our list, but we do want to do a little bit more inside, and then we got to pack up. We're within 2 weeks though of leaving here, or just about, depending on the weather. So yeah, we'll get back to it on Friday. All right, guys, a couple days later, I worked yesterday, and we still have this started right there and that to go, and the upper roof naturally. But today we're getting concrete, 2 o'clock. So we're just gonna finish these holes. I got these things, sonotubes. I'm gonna have them stick in the ground and then out maybe about 1 foot, and do that with all my holes. And that'll make a nice, neat pier sticking out of the ground, and put my 6x6 metal brackets that I got on there. And then we're gonna lay a string line, make sure everything's straight once more, and that's what we're gonna do today. All right, guys, we're ready for concrete. should be calling within the hour or so. He said at 2 o'clock and it's 1 o'clock now, so got our lines all set up. Pretty straight, so just wait. All right, guys, that was very quick, quicker than I thought. I thought maybe better part of an hour, maybe 20 minutes. He just came up with one of those chutes and poured them all super quick. But we've already got level on them. That one, it looks like it's out of level, but it's the sonotube that's just cut a little weird. That's actually level there. So we got all level. We're waiting for it to set up a little bit more. We're gonna work them a little bit more and just get them perfect. We got a little extra concrete that he had, but I was right to the money on how much concrete to use. He used every bit of 10 yards and filled this 5-gallon bucket.
10 yards?
Or 1 yard. And then filled this 5-gallon bucket with cement, and that was about it. So that was a good call. So we're just gonna let it set up here a little bit, and we got to put our J-bolts in too. All right, guys, just waiting for it to set up a little bit more, and then we'll try putting our J-bolts in. Those you work in with the threaded part sticking up just a little, so that these post holders will tighten down on that, make it level, and then next year we set our posts up on that and start a building. All right, I'm gonna wrap up that video. Our cement hardened overnight. I'm at work today, just eating lunch, and give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'll have another video out here in Wyoming, and we'll see. We're due to leave here in about 10 days to 2 weeks. Weather's been terrific this fall, and can't ask for more, and it's supposed to last at least till the end of this week coming up, which is about October. Well, we'll be into mid-October by another week, so yeah, we'll just keep going until we can't anymore, and watch that weather forecast. But we will be packed up and just about ready to leave in about 10 days, and then just, if we can do some more stuff, we'll do more stuff. But should have one more video out here, and then we'll be heading to Tennessee. And if you're new to the channel, we're doing the same thing to we have 10 acres out there in Tennessee, eastern Tennessee, right on the North Carolina border, and got our foundation. If you look back at some previous videos from before May when I was out here, I got videos of that, where we're at. We're going to be framing our house as soon as we get out there. So all right, guys, so I'll see you on the next one.